These violets have been neglected this winter, and one of the ways to know that they need to be repotting is just by looking at them. If you look at this one, you can see that it's a little droopy. There's actually a little bit of new growth right here, so that to me is a new baby. I looked inside and the stem has gotten long, so it's got a long neck on it. The soil has collapsed inside of it. It needs some attention. And on this one has some beautiful flowers on it. I even lost one, but they're large and beautiful. But if you look inside here, it's leaning. There's also a long neck on it. Let's see if there's any babies in here. I don't see any babies in here. So we're gonna pot up these guys and see if we can make them happy, happy, happy. You don't need a lot of tools to repot an African violet. One of the things I am going to use is an African violet pot. This is a two-part pot. This section is not glazed, so water goes into the bottom of this bowl. You place this into the glazed portion and your plant will go in here. It will absorb water slowly from the water that's below the unglazed container. I also have potting soil that is a very loose consistency, and particularly for an African violet, you don't want the soil to pack down. And then I also have water for watering it in. This water I've mixed with a very, very light touch of half a teaspoon of granular all-purpose fertilizer, just to give it a nice shot when we repot it. I'm going to focus on the African violet that has the baby so that you can see what I do with that. I'm going to just knock the African violet out of the pot. So I can take a look at what's going on here. I'm going to loosen the ball, and there I can see, oh, I actually have two little babies. One just came right off here. Be gentle. And the other one is attached. See if it'll pop right off. It pops right off. There we go. Oh, I see another one in there. Oh, so we have more than one, two. There's another one. Number 3. Okay. All right, now for this guy. I'm gonna release it from the soil, making sure that I keep as much of the root system intact as possible. And then I'm going to remove this lower section of droopy leaves. Just clean it up. Take them all off. Brush off the leaves. Anything that looks like it's going to not withstand the shock of this transfer, just take it off. Okay, there we go. This is what we're going to work with. I've partially filled the insert for my African violet pot with soil. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. leaving room for where I think the stem is going to go. I'm just going to push the whole of this stem right down into the pot. And I want to fill the soil around. Lifting the leaves, pushing it in firmly. Push that down. Make sure that it's in there nice and firmly. Brush off as much of the dirt as you can. I'll brush it off with a soft brush better before I take this in the house. And then just water in. Push that to the side. Now, I'm going to use the largest baby here in this terracotta pot. Pack it down and just set the baby in. It's going to look a little peaked, as they say, for a few days. The shock of this is unpleasant for this baby, but it will send out roots. And I've successfully rerouted these babies over and over again. I'm going to take a chip brush now and just brush off the leaves. African violet leaves don't like junk all over their leaves. And as the days go on, if any of these leaves are wilty, I'm going to remove them immediately. And I'll fill the bottom of this and place it into the pot. And then it will grow nicely. For my baby, also brush off the leaves. And because I don't have an African violet pot for it, I like to use just a plastic container. Put water in the base of the plastic container, and that's why I use terracotta. Set the terracotta inside. Oops. And it will absorb water through the terracotta. Easy peasy, repotting African violets.